Hello, my name is Sabina Ahmed, and I'm the AVP of Sponsorships and Experiential Marketing at AT&T. We are so excited to partner once again with the Clio Sports Award this year and to be presenting the 2021 Clio Sports Impact Award. AT&T thrives on its purpose of creating connection with each other, with what people and businesses need to be productive every day, and with the stories and experiences that matter to all of us. We are committed to elevating women in sports, entertainment, business, and beyond, and work to create real, actionable change in the global landscape for gender equality as part of our overall key value of Stand for Equality. Now, today I have the pleasure of honoring a team who has transcended the game to show the social and cultural impact that athletes and athletics have on people around the world. During the summer of 2020, this team spoke truth to power and shine a light on racial justice.
Lean in. Let me tell you of women in the business of saving. Women who do the heavy lifting while the world watches from the sidelines. Women who, when given the broken, decided to be their own saviors. And we let you bask in the greatness. That is, should you be so lucky to be granted this magic, and you so vain you think we do this for you. As if we don't have our own dreams to ignite. As if the women of Atlanta and Wakanda have nothing better to do than to put a city on their backs. Lean in. We save ourselves first and you get saved in the process. And ain't that the way it always goes? We suit up and you are saved just by touching the hem of our garments. I say glory to the women who fight for something worth saving. Glory to the women who are actually in the paint. I say I see you. You be visible and you be worthy of all this praise. Do it for the dream.
We at AT&T, along with the Clio Sports Awards, are pleased to announce the 2021 Clio Sports Impact Award recipient, the Atlanta Dream. This award will be accepted by Elizabeth Williams. Congratulations to the Atlanta Dream, and thank you, Elizabeth, for being here.
Thank you so much, Sabina. On behalf of the entire Atlanta Dream organization, I'm humbled and honored to accept this Clio Sports Impact Award. All of the work that not only the Atlanta Dream has done, but the entire WNBA has done over the past few years in regards to social justice has been very tough, but rewarding. And so we're just humbled and honored to accept this award.
All right. Thank you, Elizabeth, for joining us. Now I'm going to start with the question and take you back to 2020. The WNBA bubble, or the wubble, as it was affectionately called, was so much more than a way to safely execute the 2020 season. It was successful in so many ways and other reasons beyond basketball. The unique setting allowed players and teams to mobilize together and put the WNBA at the center of driving change in the racial justice movement. So Elizabeth, tell us what led the Atlanta Dream to speak out and lead this charge?
Yeah, I think, well, 2020, not only for the Atlanta Dream, but for everyone was a unique year, obviously with the pandemic beginning. I think that allowed everyone to kind of reflect. And so even within that, we saw even more of the social unrest that was happening in the world. And people noticed like this is a reality and we're in a space where we felt like there could be something done about it. I think the pandemic put a lot of things into perspective. And so with the WNBA, once we realized that a bubble season was going to happen, we wanted to make sure that social justice and what else was happening in the world was not lost. We didn't want to feel like we were truly in a bubble away from that. And we used our platform and the fact that there weren't a lot of sports on TV to talk about issues that mattered to us. And then specifically our team, we had, our situation with our team owner at that moment in, denouncing Black Lives Matter and the organization and everything that it stood for. And that was disappointing to us. And so we really wanted to double down on our efforts and to see how far our impact could really go.
Amazing to see how your journey started, and thank you for sharing that, Elizabeth. And on that same sort of theme, how has this whole movement and you rallying behind with your team, how has this brought you closer together to your team, but also united the whole WNBA?
It's been really incredible to see. The one thing about being a relatively smaller league, like when you think in terms of professional sports, it's pretty easy for us to communicate with each other. We have our group chats. There's only 144 of us. And so between, different player representatives for each of the teams with 12 people, you can get the word out pretty quickly. And I think between that and just a general understanding of what was important to us and being a league of Black women and understanding how some of these issues hit a bit closer to home, I think that is what really allowed us to kind of mobilize and come together and see, the type of impact that we could have.
I can't even imagine. And I guess staying on that theme, isolating yourself away from friends and family for several months, it sounds incredibly difficult. Did you and the team learn anything about yourselves, both personally and professionally, during your time in the Wobble?
Yeah, I think, first of all, things get put into perspective. What's important to you? Being away from your family. It's not necessarily just being away from your family, but like kind of being forced to be away from your family. Like there's no way to kind of get in and out of the bubble. It forced you to self-reflect and to think about what's important to you and to reach out to people when you need to, having deeper conversations, talking about our emotions, our feelings. The league put together mental health check-ins. And so having those opportunities to talk about things that are pretty often stigmatized, it was great. And so obviously it's tough being in a bubble, being away from the people that you care about, but it helped having a common goal and knowing that there were things that we did want to focus on to keep our minds focused.
Absolutely. And it's incredibly great to see you have this platform like the WNBA behind you and support you. So on that note, what is the message you want to send to your fans or followers that may not have a platform like this, that still want to make an impact on issues that are important to them? How have you encouraged them, as well as the other players around you?
It really takes everyone.
Mhm.
I think a lot of times, especially when you think about elections or like massive elections, you only really see the big names or the large themes, but in reality, like it's the volunteers, it's the poll workers, like nothing goes without them. And I think something that I picked up on and WNBA players picked up on was really the importance of organizing and how that really is a grassroots thing. So I think my message really is that um, anyone can make an impact, and you'll be surprised how important that really is once you start.
So last question for you, Elizabeth. What's next for the Atlanta Dream, both on and off court?
Well, actually, we've made some big changes. We just hired a new general manager. We just hired a new head coach. So, and we have a lot of free agents. So we're definitely going to see a lot of changes on the court, just because the organization has been kind of going through this change, starting with ownership. Just starting from the top, and that's really what we as players want to see as well. So we're really excited about what the future holds on the court. And off the court, I think we just want to keep having a really big impact on the community. Atlanta is a massive market. It can be a huge sports market. And so we really want to grow that and build the relationships with our community and keep doing the work that we are.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Elizabeth, for your time on behalf of AT&T and the Clio Awards, and congratulations again to you and the Atlanta Dream as the 2021 Clio Sports Impact Award recipients. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.